Hello, what's up, y'all? Hey, this your boy Omson the Real. Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, I pray and hope that this video reaches y'all in the best of health, in the best of mind, and of course, in the best of spirit. Man, tonight I want to share with you guys the crazy story of this white American guy. A white American guy who traveled from Malta to Italy. That was, I think, last 2 weeks. He traveled from Malta to Italy, and he traveled from Malta to Italy illegally. And when I came to Italy, precisely here in Rome, where I am currently residing, this man killed a man, and this man took the life of a child and a woman, a 3 years old child, and I think a woman that was in her early 30s. This man took their life in a park and to abandon their bodies there, and escaped. He got away. You understand? The man was later arrested in Greece. The man got away with this murder and was later arrested in Greece. And this case has alarmed a lot of Italian activists, especially Italian activists who are fighting against the Italian law enforcement systems as overly controlling of black Africans. You understand? They control black Africans in the streets like as if black Africans all they know how to do is to be criminals, when in reality black Africans are the latest criminals on the soil of Europe. I mean the latest criminals on the soil of Europe. So the activists believe that this white American man who committed this grave crime, taking the life of a 3 years old child and a woman who is in her early 30s, and got away with it because of the color of his skin, because of the privilege that his white skin color gives him in the Italian society that that the activists deem to be a society where white people are likely to never get suspected of a crime. They are likely to never be controlled or searched or stopped by the police because of the color of their skin. So some of the activists, they wrote articles here about the case of this white American man who have taken the life of a 3 years old and a woman in her 30s. I'm going to read the articles here. There's two articles that are written here by two different people. One of them is written by Carlo Raino, and the other one is written by Lorenzo Tosa. So what I'm going to do now, I will read both articles. You understand? I call them articles, but they are just like writing, like a statuses on Facebook. You understand? I will read them. After I finish reading them, I will share with you guys my thoughts on what I believe, you understand, is wrong with the Italian police or the Italian institutions or Italian judicial systems. You see, here we go. Let's read the articles first, then I share my thoughts with you. Carlo Raino said, "When they tell us that our law enforcement officers discriminates against foreigners, particularly and especially black people, this is exactly what they mean. A black Italian citizen is likely to get stopped and get thoroughly checked and searched every single hour of the day wherever that he finds himself in Italy. That's a black Italian citizen. You understand? He will likely get controlled, checked, searched throughout the day by the Italian police. While a white person is likely to never get stopped, is likely to never get suspected, is likely to never get checked by the police, just simply because of the color of his skin. And being in a society that associates everything positive with white skin color and everything negative with a black skin color, despite reality loudly telling us otherwise, the exact opposite. Rhino continued, "I demand the same care for everyone, regardless of skin color, regardless of sex, regardless of religion, or who knows what else. Maybe this way we could have saved the life of this woman and a child from the hands of a violent criminal with a US passport." This is what Carlo Raino wrote. And now let's get to what Lorenzo Tosa wrote. Lorenzo Tosa wrote the following, worth sharing. Now, him he is talking about Lorenzo Tosa is talking about what about an article written by Malian, a man of Malian origins, but he's Italian citizen who goes by the name Sumaila Jawara. He's an author. He has written books here in Italy, and also is a political activist or a social activist, also activist for immigrants and foreigners' rights, generally humans' rights here in Italy. So Lorenzo Tosa shared the post of Sumaila Jawara. He wrote, Lorenzo Tosa wrote, worth sharing and signing Sumaila Jawara's bitter reflection on Villa Manfili case and the creeping racism in Italy. You understand? Lorenzo Tosa wrote, it is worth sharing and signing Sumaila Jawara's bitter reflection on Villa Manfili's case and the creeping racism in Italy. The crime took place in a place here in Rome called Villa Manfili. Villa Manfili. That's exactly the place where the American man took the life of the 3-year-old child and the women. So Lorenzo Tosa continues, it is really disarming. The American who brutally killed a woman and a child at Villa Manfili in Rome illegally entered Italy through a catamaran from Malta. And we are not talking about any ordinary citizen. He already had 5 convictions in the United States of America for domestic violence. 5 convictions. Despite numerous reports of violent behavior and checks by law enforcement, no one noticed that it was irregular, that he was irregular. No one. As if showing an American passport was enough to automatically be above suspicion and above the law. Means here it's Sumaila Jawara speaking. You understand? He said, I who have all the documents in order, every time I am stopped by the police, I have to wait at least 20 minutes while they verify, check, they doubt me. Then I wonder why this treatment differentiated. Why is it all this zeal reversed? Why is it all this zeal reserved only for people with darker skin color, only for Africans or a less prestigious passport? Why is an American already convicted of domestic violence allowed to walk freely, while so many others have to constantly prove they are not so dangerous? If these men had been investigated with due penalties, without the filters of positive prejudice that accompany certain passports, perhaps today that women and that little girl would still be alive. Prejudice kills. Institutional racism isn't just an injustice, it's a silent complicity in violence. And in the face of all this, we can't stay silent. So these are the articles written about the situation or the case of the American man who took the life of a 3-year-old Italian girl, and also took the life of a woman, same hour, same minutes, and on a same spot. So this is it is very amazing. It's very crazy. You understand? Amazingly crazy to me personally. You understand? Everything that these people wrote here is like true. The Italian police, they can't see a black person without controlling you. I wonder who gives them that particular order that they have to check, control, humiliate, harass, and discriminate against any black person that they see walking down in the streets. You understand? While white people, they literally never control white people. You don't even have to be Italian, you don't have to be European. As long as your skin is white, is categorized as white, whether you're Asian, whether you are Middle Eastern, whether you're African, wherever that you come from, if you have that skin called white, you kind of have a pass to walk around freely without getting harassed, without getting stopped, without getting like discriminated against by police. You understand? It is like they are on some kind of war against black people's dignity. I don't understand. Sometimes I actually say this to my friends. I say the behavior of the Italian, not actually only Italian police, is It's an issue that exists in many European countries. You understand? I was in so many European countries, and I have seen this very similar behavior in the police of these same European countries that I have been to. You understand? They are very, very discriminatory toward black people. I understand. It's like there is some kind of institutional, discrimination going on against black people that's encouraged by, I don't know, their systems. Really, it is very crazy that this man came to Italy illegally from Malta. You understand? That's what they say. They said he came from Malta to Italy illegally near a catamaran. He came through a catamaran. I don't know what exactly catamaran is. You understand? Like I always tell you guys, my English is kind of limited. You understand? So I don't know what exactly catamaran is, but this man came illegally from Malta to Italy through a catamaran, and this man lived in Rome here. You understand? Under semi illegality, and this man went as far as taking the life of a woman and a child. You understand? And still got away with it. He traveled all the way to Greece. You understand? After murdering the man, the woman, and the child, he traveled to Greece. Greece is where he got arrested. You see, and he got away with all this because of the privilege that his skin color, his white skin color, gives him. You understand? He got away with all this crime. You understand? Without getting checked, without getting controlled, without even getting suspected by the police, because he is a white person. That is the truth. That is the reality. You understand? And everything that was said about the Italian police's hostile attitude toward black Africans compared to white people are all true. You understand? They're all 100% true. You understand? And the crazy thing is that black people are the laziest criminals in the whole of Europe. People who commit grave crimes, big crimes and grave crimes are all white people. You understand? Either Asian, Middle Easterner, or Italian, or from other European countries. Black people is very minor, small crimes, you understand? You see, but with all that, the police sees the black man, this color, this beautiful skin color, you see this? They see this color as the color that represents criminality on this planet Earth. I wonder where they get this stupid thinking pattern from. I ask myself all the time. You understand? If all the criminal organizations you have in your country, or given all the criminal organizations you have in your country, you still have to go around chasing black people up and down, harassing black people, controlling black people, people. Something's wrong in your heads, guys. You guys need to sit back and think a little bit. You understand? It is very shameful. It's very shameful what you are doing to black people. You understand? They ignore the crimes of all other people. A black person can be doing something here. A white person can be doing the same thing here, or even worse than what the black person is doing. But the focus of the police and the white population generally will be on the black person. You understand? Because the white person doing that thing he's doing, which is worse or more grave or more criminal than what the black person is doing, in the subconscious, in the collective conscience, you understand, of the white people, the white person's own is understandable. It is kind of acceptable. It is understandable. It's not like grave as much as what the black person is doing, which is lesser criminal than what the white person is doing. This is their mindset. You understand? This exactly is how they think. This is their thinking pattern. You understand? This is how they think. You understand? Anything a black person do is them. Oh, he's doing like this. A white person will be doing the same thing there. They understand. Yeah. A black person doing the same thing over there. Look at that black guy. You see? So this is how they are. When you are a black person, if you're a black person living with white people, you have to understand this about them. You understand? And if you don't, and if you cannot, and if you find it hard, you find it hard to kind of just ignore this. They are strange thinking pattern towards you or of you. Then I would advise you to never try to live with white people. You understand? They might drive you crazy. You see, you are innocent. You are not a thief. You are not a killer. You are not a criminal. You are not a bomber. You are not a mafia. You understand? But they think of you only these negative things. You understand? They don't care about reality. What interests them is that you are a black person, and everything negative is supposed to be associated with the color of your skin. You understand? So until next time, see you all again, guys. You see my eyes. I'm kind of tired right now, and I have to sleep. It's almost like it's almost 1 o'clock now in the morning. You understand? Actually, I was very tired, but I just, I said to myself, let me finally make a video. You understand? I was having this story in my mind. I said to myself, let me just put it in video and share it with the world. You understand? So peace up, guys. Boom.